I encourage everybody to go check out that series and especially that episode. Now, we had a caller earlier talk about this 7-year-old girl killed in Detroit police raid. Ayanna Jones was shot and killed by police executing a search warrant as part of a homicide investigation, Assistant Chief Ralph Gudby said in a statement. Look, when you're going into a household and you know there are children there or you don't know there are children there, you better be damn careful. How could you live with yourself after killing a 7-year-old little girl who had nothing to do with anything? They were executing a search warrant for somebody who had gunned down a 17-year-old high school student. And upon entering the home, the officer encountered a 46-year-old female inside the front room, Godby said. Exactly what happened next is a matter still under investigation, but it appears the officer and the woman had some level of physical contact. At about this time, the officer's weapon discharged one round, tragically struck a 7-year-old Ayanna Stanley Jones in the neck and head area. How horrid. How horrid. H-Man in Pennsylvania, you are on the line, sir. What's on your mind?
Hey, what's happening, JB? Thanks for Invisible Empire, and no one really congratulates you on being beer pong champion. I don't know why. Why is that? Couple quick points. Facebook has been pulling a lot of news clips people have been reposting from InfoWars and other YouTube clips, so you might want to look around about that.
Well, let me say this about some of the YouTube clips. YouTube pulled, I was going to play this clip of all these young girls dancing inappropriately to a song by Beyonce. These were like 6- and 7-year-old girls in like little bathing suits. It was out of control. We are going to be playing a video later in the show of what I think is an inappropriate play for people who are like 10 years old, like 9- and 10-year-olds are doing, and middle schoolers are doing plays about Scarface. And instead of a big pile of cocaine, they have a big pile of popcorn there, and it's all supposed to be fun and games. Glamorizing and making heroes of cocaine dealers to me, to pre-teenagers, is not the way to go. And I had a couple stories here about Facebook and their new instant personalization strategy, which now, instead of just getting Facebook ads, you're getting ads everywhere because they share your information with all the major companies out there. And I think that this is very, very important. What's your take on that? Do you think that this is all dovetailing under cybersecurity and the Cyberbullying Act, or do you think it's just more of Facebook trying to corporately take control of the internet? H-Man, we still got him?
Totally censorship issue. Total censorship issue, yes.
Well, again, I'm hoping that they're not pulling InfoWars stories, but we have, I believe it was in the past, we caught MySpace regulating and saying that we were spam, so we have to be aware of it. And I know a lot of people are deleting their Facebook accounts. Man, I wish I could find these stories. I have about 40 stories in front of me. I can't find this one.
There wasn't even a mention on the Nightline piece either, and not even a picture of Alex. Nothing.
That's true. That's true. I have not seen the Nightline piece. Listen, I appreciate the call, H-Man. I got to jump. Let's go to Eric in Pennsylvania. Eric, you're on the line.
Hey, Jason.
Yes, sir.
I thought Invisible Empire was a really good movie, especially with all the awesome graphics.
Oh, thank you.
I showed it to people who really aren't into that kind of stuff, and they came over and, I guess, puffed a little reefer before the movie, and they really liked it.
Well, that's good. You're reaching people that don't necessarily know about this information. It's not a movie to just preach to the choir and show people who know about this stuff some clips that they've never seen or some information that may have been buried underground. It's to get people involved. It's to awaken people. And I bet these people were pretty skeptical when you popped in the film, correct?
Well, not this person, because he's been a friend of mine for quite a while. But I wanted to talk about a few things. I mean, there's so many things to talk about. But, you brought up the thing with the vaccine and the SV40. And that actually affects me personally, because I had two great uncles that back in, like, the 50s, when they made everybody take the polio vaccine, they both died of leukemia. One was 14, one was 16. And it devastated my family a lot. Growing up, I remember people talking about it, and they were really, really upset. And, you guys talk about that a lot, and it just makes...
Well, the denial that they didn't put these poisons into the vaccine is over. The denial that the U.S. and U.K. have not been running bioweapons programs for years is over. And that dovetails into this article. I thank you so much for the call, Eric. Keep it up. Keep showing people the movie. Files reveal Britain's secret biological weapons trials in Second World War. So again, 70 years ago, they're running bioweapons tests that now are taking place much further down the line scientifically now. British scientists experimented with ways of spreading foot and mouth disease. We saw a foot and mouth outbreak. This article covers it. We're going to get into that later. And lethal infections such as dysentery, cholera, or I can't even pronounce that right. Yeah, cholera. I feel like I should be having a vegetable. Cholera and typhoid in secret biological warfare trials during the Second World War. An extensive list of contagion agents and plagues that could be turned into weapons of mass destruction is revealed in files from the War Cabinet Committee released by the National Archives. The government was known to have produced 5M anthrax-filled cakes to infect cattle in Germany during the war, but the latest documents show research was carried out into a far larger variety of disease, mostly in Pordendown near Salisbury, and Pirbright in Surrey. And Pirbright, by the way, that is the facility that leaked the foot and mouth. That is later in the article. We'll get to it in a moment. An interim report in January of 1941 said the disease considered most likely to be effective in bacteriological warfare are human diseases, enteric group typhoid and paratyphoid, dysentery and cholera, animal diseases, anthrax, foot and mouth disease, rindosprint glanders, and swine fever. Oh, we've talked about the swine flu here before, haven't we? The study queried whether retaliation would be limited only to disease infections first used by who? By our friends, the Nazis. Oh, the Nazis. Thank God for Project Paperclip, because we just took their research and we used them in our NASA program and helped create the CIA out of the OSS with the Nazis' help. God bless America. It's the InfoWarrior. We'll be back taking your calls. PrisonPlanet.tv, Infowars.com.
In March, Alex Jones announced that eFoods Direct was putting together a high-volume, pre-production order of the new Quick Fix meals. By waiting for production and shipping of their orders, families were able to receive one free item for every 3 that they bought. Since the final shutdown of this buy 3, get 1 free program, we've had a lot of folks calling, disappointed that they missed the order deadline. Listen carefully. Starting immediately, eFoodsDirect.com will take pre-production orders for a buy 3, get 1 free program for 1 week ending May 14th at midnight. You will receive 1 free item for every 3 that you order of the selected products. These orders will begin shipping the first week of June. To order on the web, eFoodsDirect.com/Alex or call 800-409-5633. That's eFoodsDirect.com/Alex. 800-409-5633. Again, that's eFoodsDirect.com/Alex. 800-409-5633.
Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange home gain gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's HomeGain.com. HomeGain.com. Check them out today.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
We are back. It's the InfoWarrior with Jason Bermas. Final segment of the first hour. If you missed any of the program following the broadcast, you can go to the InfoWarrior.com and get the full podcast for free, or get the higher quality version over at PrisonPlanet.tv. We're going to go back to your calls in a second, but I want to finish up this article. Files reveal Britain's secret biological weapons trials in Second World War. Human diseases, it was said, could be introduced into enemy territory only by saboteurs, for example, at restaurant food counters. That would make it very difficult to achieve on a scale sufficient to produce serious effects. Attempts to infect reservoirs from the area would necessitate large quantities of material and would probably be defeated by chlorinization of water supplies, it said.